Hi, my name is Ashley Price, and today I will be discussing with you a book written in 2015 by Bruce Schneier called Data and Goliath: The Hidden Battles to Collect Your Data and Control Your World. Schneier is a well known security technologist who splits his book up into three main parts. In part one, he shares and explains the many different ways that our data and personal information is being used for mass surveillance, such as through our phones, out on the streets, through corporations or government organizations such as the NSA. And then in part two, he goes on to explain the harm that is coming from this mass surveillance, such as the fact that we are being manipulated against for somebody else's benefit, and our freedom of speech and thought is being abused and lost. And in part three, he gives us advice and tips on how we can protect ourselves, how we should make corporations more liable for things like data breaches, and how we need to separate security from surveillance by the government. I agree with Schneier that mass surveillance has gone too far, and the only way for change to happen is for us, the people, to stand up and fight back. However, there are many personal suggestions that Schneier gives that I just don't agree with. He suggests leaving your phone at home, not using Google Calendar, not using webmail. We are such a technology dependent world that we cannot ignore the fact that we need technology, whether it's for our personal lives or for our jobs. He also suggests throwing off the algorithms by using a friend's name or phone number at the grocery store or searching random names on Facebook. Again, we don't have time for those types of things in this day and age. Speaking of how dependent we are on technology, artificial intelligence has been on the rise. There was an article published in February of 2020 by Brookings called Protecting Privacy in an AI-Driven World, and it states that as artificial intelligence evolves, it magnifies the ability to use personal information in ways that can intrude on privacy interests by raising analysis of personal information to new levels of power and speed. While this may be true, artificial intelligence can also be used for good. I have a feeling that Bruce Schneier is chomping at the bit to rewrite his whole entire book and dedicate it towards the ways that artificial intelligence can now take our privacy. But again, with that being said, AI can detect large amounts of data in a short amount of time. We can use that to detect data breaches, to detect threats to our country, and we can do that around the clock, unlike a human can. AI is becoming so advanced that we can use it to our advantage to help protect us. But in order for that to happen, we do need new privacy laws in place. Thankfully, some states such as California and Virginia have new privacy acts in place, and we are told that Colorado and Connecticut are soon to follow in an article in January 2023 written by Wiley. In all of these states' Office of Attorney General's websites, we can also find that we now know with these privacy laws in place, consumers are now able to have the right to know where their data is being shared. They have the right to delete that data if they so choose, and they have the right to opt out of sharing that personal information. So we can only hope that all of the other states will soon follow. In the meantime, while you wait for your state to make that change, there are many ways that you can help protect yourself. We are given over 100 ways to help protect our data in an article written by Digital Guardian called 101 Data Protection Tips: How to Keep Your Passwords, Financial, and Personal Information Online Safe. Some of these tips are given to us in Data and Goliath by Bruce Schneier. However, there are many more that we can add to his list, such as enabling Touch ID, setting your mobile phone to lock after a certain amount of time, using proximity sensors on your phone, signing up for email alerts and text alerts anytime that your credit card is being used, and opting out of ad tracking anytime you download an app to your phone, and many, many more. Thank you so much.